Hey everybody, just wanted to say hi. It's Sunday, June 2nd, the end of my first week as an unemployed YouTuber. Actually, I'm not even sure if I can call myself a YouTuber because I only have, 300 subscribers. But as a unemployed wannabe YouTuber, it's been a very busy first week, and thought I would just kind of talk to you all about what happened and kind of what I'm thinking, and do a little bit of a retrospective as far as the week is concerned. Game makers. And so the week actually started off pretty crazy, even from day one, from the first minute. So it was Monday, 7:30 a.m., and I made this LinkedIn post. And in this LinkedIn post, which I'll show you, I basically try to make a kind of a funny post. And so basically announcing, now that I could talk about it more freely, that, my last official, so I'll go ahead and show you the post here, that, hey folks, last Friday was my last official day at NBC Universal. I want to thank the company for an action-packed, fun-filled 13 months, and I will always be grateful for the opportunity and how well I've been treated. You can now find me serving the best mochas in Studio City here at Blue Bottle, and that's sort of the picture that I used. More seriously though, I actually don't know what my next move is. True. Please don't DM me asking, but I'm both very nervous and excited about this next phase of my life. Then, kind of seriously, but also as a joke, I also mentioned my former CEO at FunPlus, Andy Zong. And Andy and I will, we've got a great relationship, meet up with him every time, he visits, whether if it's in San Francisco or in Los Angeles, we'll try and grab dinner. We had been talking about doing stuff from time to time over the years. But as a joke, I'm thinking we should make King of Avalon 2. That's a joke, but we're not going to do that. But so did that. And then the last part was just kind of a free offer. By the way, in all seriousness, I will be offering free game consulting over the next 2 months for anyone who'd like my help. In exchange, I just asked that I be able to take videos and publish what we work on YouTube. DM me if interested. Thanks. And as you can see here, it actually got, for me, like I'm not a very popular guy or anything, but I got 457 likes, 105 comments, and over 70,000 views. So that was, for me, that was very humbling, very crazy. The very first day, kind of out of the gates, something exciting happens, and it's kind of funny because I posted this at 7:30. We record a podcast 8 a.m. Monday mornings, and I was looking over at my phone and just kind of saw it kind of going off. When a phone call kind of came in, it was just kind of going nuts. And then after this, I started posting some videos about what I'm thinking, how I'm going through my thought process as far as next job I want, or how I'd like to focus my life and things of that nature. And here you can see on my Game Makers YouTube channel, I started launching things like the day one video. So on that day, kind of, just what I'm thinking. And so I started this series, this kind of playlist on YouTube called MTG, Making the Game, where I'm trying to capture all the stuff that's happening as I have decided that this is what I want to do. I want to make a product, a game. I want to have an educational piece where I document and try to teach people about how, I approach things, or how myself, and now with Paul Layden, who's kind of joined me in this effort, how we think. And third, to try and build a world-class organization, a team or organization of some kind somewhere. Exactly how that plays out, we don't know. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, it's just been very crazy. And you can kind of also see that, based upon that, and then actually, so I made those YouTube videos. Then my friend Mishka Katkoff, who runs Deconstructor and Fun, and for those of you who listen to the Twig podcast, should be familiar with both he and myself. And so Mishka kind of saw my YouTube videos and was like, hey, let's record a podcast about what's going on in your life and how you're thinking about new opportunities and stuff like that. And I was like, all right. And so we recorded that podcast. Unfortunately, the audio is all kind of screwy and things like that. And actually, to be honest with you, I was very unsure about whether I should do that podcast or not. I wouldn't say, like, if Mishka asked me to do something, I'll probably do it. I'm pretty kind of game and open to a lot of stuff. But I didn't know if people would be interested in, like, who am I, right? Like, I'm just a random guy. And at the end of the podcast, I was just like, I'm not sure how well that went. We didn't really prepare anything. Mr. was like, let's just talk like two friends, and like not really. But anyway, I guess it turned out pretty well, because after that, then came a whole wave of other sort of LinkedIn ad requests, messages, both on LinkedIn, Skype, phone calls, messages about people wanting to meet up, people thanking me for that podcast. And so it's been kind of crazy, and to be honest with you, very humbling, and just really makes me feel grateful about LinkedIn, about life and things like that. So it's been pretty awesome. And you can kind of see here, I've kind of tried to capture all the companies that reached out for help from that first LinkedIn post. And you can also see that based on those posts, I got like this huge spike in people just interested in my situation or my story. 1,669 views of my LinkedIn profile, which is, again, is very humbling, very crazy. But I will say that just kind of looking back on the week, my takeaway is that, one, there seems to be something about what I'm doing and my story that's interesting to people. So I want to try and understand that more and try and capitalize on that more. Secondly, I really did think very deeply about what I want to do with my life. And I'm trying to orient and direct my life towards a situation and opportunity that aligns against that. What it is exactly, I don't 100% know right now, but we're definitely trying to find that out. And so I do think that, I guess a couple of things. One, it's very important to really have a good understanding of what you want to do to help direct my following, the rest of how I spend this time moving forward. And I think I have a pretty good understanding of what I want, what would be a good use of my time. And then secondly, maybe what I'm doing is actually interesting to people. And so to the extent that I can kind of double down on YouTube and be able to share the story and share any best practices or recommendations or things like that, I think I'd love to do that. And, we actually also had two people who kind of emailed and suggested that they'd be willing to kind of help out for free. And so, I'm just, again, very, very humbled by all the interest. And yeah, it's just been a really exciting first week. And, it's just the first week. So I'm really excited about what's coming up next, what's going to happen in the future. And hopefully it'll be good. I'd hate to lose momentum from this point and just kind of, not do anything super exciting. So yeah, I'd love to see what happens next. Very excited. And for all of you out there who are paying attention, thank you for your time.